Hello again, folks. I just want to remind you before I start my video, my mate Russ on his channel, Absolutely Average, will be having former Royal Marine and now author Lee West to have a chat about his exploits crossing the channel. Good bloke, former Royal Marine, goes without saying really, doesn't it? Infiltrated a camp of illegal migrants in Calais and then joined them as they did that dangerous journey across the channel on a little dinghy. He's written about it. He has a YouTube channel. It's all on my community post. I forgot the name, I'm sorry. It's all on my community post. You can see it there this Friday, 7 o'clock on Absolutely Average on YouTube. So tune in. It'll be an interesting watch. I'll be there as well, watching. Like stuff like that. Anyway, I hope I got all that right. This video is a warning to my American friends about America when Kamala Harris, or if she gets elected, and pray to God she doesn't. Now, I don't say that I know everything about American politics. What I do know is that she is one of the most liberal presidential candidates in quite some time. I believe the last one, just as liberal but not as dangerous, was Jimmy Carter. Again, correct me in the comments. Now, it should concern you that Keir Starmer and the Labour Party have sent over their chief strategist, Deborah Matson, to help out with Kamala Harris's campaign. Because if you look at Britain today, under Keir Starmer's regime, and yes, it is a regime, it's a government that seeks to dominate and control. To me, that's a regime. It's dangerous, it's upsetting, it's sinister, and it's grim. The outlook for Britain when this regime ends or gets voted out is pretty bleak. With their socialist policies, they'll bankrupt the nation. We'll have no money left, there'll be no money in the coffers. And then, because we have the vicious cycle of the Tories and Labour taking over from each other, the Tories will then implement horrific cuts, and it'll be the same over again. The people get fed up with the Tories, and then it'll be Labour again. It's the same in America. Democrats and Republicans, over and over, same thing over and over. And are we all better off? Is life better? Yes, compared to the Middle Ages, but really, slowly we're having our freedoms eroded away. Not eroded, it's taken away from us. Now, I know Joe Biden was pretty hopeless, and from our point of view here in the UK, he was a lefty, but compared to Kamala Harris, he's very much conservative. Kamala Harris is thick as mince. She changes her accent and her face to suit any occasion or to please any voters. Then again, politicians do that in general. But this woman, she's changed her accent, she's changed her ethnicity, and I wouldn't be surprised if she changes her gender as well during some of her speeches. It's quite something to watch. That is one dangerous woman. Now, if Labour are sending their chief strategist over to help them, which means they're in cahoots, and so all you have to do is look at Britain today under Keir Starmer's regime to see what Kamala Harris's regime would be like. We have a two-tier criminal justice system, hence why we call Keir Starmer two-tier Keir. Some people have been persecuted for the same crimes, or prosecuted I should say, that others are walking free for. For example, there's a woman currently languishing in one of our prisons waiting to be sentenced. Her name is Lucy Connolly. She wrote something on Facebook and quickly deleted it and apologised. She suggested that people should take to the streets and burn down migrant centres, which happened, I believe, to one. No migrant was harmed, but still, did everyone take to the streets and commit that because of what she said on Facebook? I don't know. But to blame one woman and to make her a scapegoat for something that a guy in Pakistan did, who got arrested for it and then not charged, did exactly the same thing. He suggested that the murderer of the three little girls in Southport was a Muslim refugee. That's what he said. So he was arrested for it. He incited violence and he was let go. But this woman is languishing in jail. And then there's the two who started trouble in Manchester airport with armed police, assaulted them. 3 of them, I believe, had to have hospital treatment, and the 4th, a female officer, had her nose broken. These people are walking the streets. That's why we believe there is a 2-tier justice system. Well, not only, I could go on, I really could. The Free Plasticine marches, Free Palestine if you don't understand. They marched in London numerous times, desecrated monuments, memorials, disrespected them, flew swastikas and ISIS terrorist flags, chanted anti-Jewish genocidal songs, and the police didn't touch them. The police run away from left-wing extremist groups like Antifa, Momentum, Black Lives Matter, and yet when it comes to concerned people who are worried about the state of the country, then they go in strong-armed. And that's why people don't understand. Yes, it didn't start under Keir Starmer, but it's continued under Keir Starmer, but on steroids. Keir Starmer's government have strong-armed authorities into quickly jailing dissidents, political dissidents, to make examples of them. There's a Labour councillor, Ricky Jones, stood there and said people like you and me, who he deems to be far right, should be unalived, and this was his gesture, and got rid of. He was arrested eventually only because of social media outrage. There were people at that event. He was eventually lifted and he's remanded in custody. And I think he's awaiting trial later on this week, I think. Again, look it up, it's everywhere. But he wasn't fast-tracked into custody, into a jail sentence. He's waiting for a trial. No doubt he'll get off because of some technicality. Again, 2-tier justice system. Is this what you want in America? You probably already have it, don't you? But it'll get worse under Kamala Harris. She kept prisoners way beyond their end of their sentences to use as labourers, and she has quite a crappy track record when it comes to the southern border. Record numbers of migrants have crossed the border in the southern United States, and she did nothing about it, absolutely nothing. And this woman is dangerous, and the fact that she's accepting help from a socialist Labour regime here in the UK makes her doubly dangerous. Keir Starmer has currently taxed us, well, he is going to tax us all to beggary and buggery to pay for woke vanity projects. None of the money will go to benefit the people. All right, he's giving hefty pay rises to public sector workers, train drivers, nurses, police, soldiers, but the taxes are going to go sky high to pay for that. And he wants to nationalise everything, from the trains to even Ticketmaster. I mean, who gives a shit about Ticketmaster? What's it got to do with the government? Who cares about Oasis? They're only coming back for the money anyway. And if they haven't split up by the time the performance starts, then they definitely will afterwards. They hate each other. So who cares? It's the way it is. It's nothing to do with the government. Take it to the company if you want to complain. Bloody hell. But yeah, this country's in a shit state. It's going to get worse. Keir Starmer said it's going to get worse. And if you don't like it and speak out against it, he'll jail you. That's what he's doing. That's what socialist governments do. So, again, please take this as a warning, my American friends. Was America really that bad under Trump? Sure, you saw all these woke idiots protesting and rioting. But apart from that, were you involved in any wars? Were you poorer? Less jobs? No. From what I've seen, America prospered under Trump, and it will again. That's why they hate him. They don't want that. He gave power to the people, and the people loved him for it. He made their lives better, from what I understand. And you've got to ask yourselves, why would the powers that be, why would the establishment not want you to have that? That's the question, isn't it? That's the question. Anyway, there we go. That's my video. I hope you like. Please leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Again, go and watch Absolutely Average this Friday, 6th September, 7 o'clock, talking to Lee West. It'll be interesting, I promise you. Right, I've warbled on enough. You look after yourselves. Have a great day. Hit the sub button, give me a like, and I'll see you at the next one. Roger Trout.